What's up, y'all? So over here in Kansas we got more snow. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my class at 9 got canceled. I usually wake up really early to train. It's like 7:45, 8 right now. So hopefully I don't look too bad in the morning, but yeah, I usually wake up like 6 and train. I got up at 6 and my university isn't open until 10, which is really weird. But our rec center is open at 8, so I'm heading there now. It's really strange. I had a class at 9, so I was kind of iffy if I was going to train, you know, afterwards or going early before that. But then the teacher actually has canceled that class. So right now it looks like I'm free until at least 2 o'clock, and then maybe even after that. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't care really what how I get there. I'm just gonna walk because I got my squat shoes in today, and it's not that bad outside actually. Everyone's crying because there's school at 10, but it's not too bad. So as long as people don't drive like a far away, you know, they should be good. So I'll have my squat footage today and probably my entire leg training because no one's probably going to be in the gym today. They're all going to be inside warm drinking coffee and stuff. So drinking a pre-workout, I got my coffee and all that stuff, and stay tuned for the squats the first day with the Romaleo guys, so check it out. Yes, it is, guys. It's the first squat video ever with me with squat shoes, the Romaleo 2. So I really just want to talk about how my day went. This will probably be a 3-part series, just talking about my whole training and also mainly talking about the shoes. So this was a historic moment, my first set of 5 in the Romaleos. Again, these just felt awesome. That's the best way I can describe it to people, is it's just a feeling. It just felt incredible. It felt more natural to squat. Like I didn't have to think about things. I could just squat. More stable. I could push my limits a little bit more. All of those things. So the first warm up I hit 95 for 5, then 135 for 3, and 185 for 2. I still see a ton of people warming up incorrectly with just like 10 and 15 rep sets and stuff. Probably one of the biggest training mistakes I see. You know, it's awesome to warm up. You need to warm up, especially with heavy compound stuff, but your reps, if anything, should be lower than your working sets, not 3-4 times higher, and then you're just burning out for your actual working sets, which is actually going to help you, you know, build muscle or maintain your strength or whatever you're trying to do. So this was my first set here. Really pleased with the depth. This was 225 for 3, so my first set of 531. Again, just felt great, and overall, like I said, I didn't feel incredibly like stronger today. Like obviously my squat shoes aren't going to help me build any more muscle tissue, and they're not like helping my neural connections or anything, but it just felt more stable, and I didn't have to, like I said, didn't have to think about squatting. It was just like, you know, a few checkpoints and just go. So that was 260 for 3, I believe, or 265. And this was my 3+ set, which was 290, and I hit 6 today. So definitely good, you know, double reps. I hit, I'm not sure what I hit last month on my 3s week, but that's always my goal, is like double reps. And the longer and longer you do this, the kind of harder that is to achieve. So on month 6, that's definitely really good. And like I said, the shoes here, you'll see me push it pretty damn hard on this last rep on my 6th. And this wasn't even a good set, to be honest with you guys. Like it could have been better. My form could have been better, not due to the shoes. It is kind of awkward just because they're so heavy. And I'm not used to that before. I'm not used to that. I'm usually squatting in like a bare minimum kind of a shoe. So it was a transition for me. But once I get rolling with it, I think it's going to be amazing, like I said. And like it just gave me the confidence. Like you saw there, that last rep was, I wouldn't say sketchy, but it was a grinder. And I was even kind of confident I could hit another one. Like it gives you the stability to really feel confident enough just to like push it with squats. And they just feel really safe too. So this was my final set of my volume work, so it was a hypertrophy workout for me. I hit 2 sets of 10 and then 1 set of 12, and these just felt, this was at 65%, 230, and they felt awesome. I mean, I usually go 60%, but I've been going to 65 this week for most of my hypertrophy stuff on the big movements. And again, these look a little high, and that might have been because I was going to more of a high bar. I need to just stick with my normal bar path. See, I even did a pause squat in that last one. Like that's how I was feeling today. It was like a euphoria, just kind of no bar I was gonna put on my back, wasn't gonna go up kind of a day. So that's it for the squats. And then, you know, this was my major hamstring movement of the day, just basic RDLs. I just switch between dumbbells and barbells, you know, strength and hypertrophy weeks. And I really don't think this has anything to do with the Romaleos. I just wore these because I forgot other shoes because it was, again, snowing. And I just had like these boot things that I really couldn't wear around the gym. So overall, this is a great movement for your hamstrings, though, especially after a squat day. These are probably my main hamstring exercise besides sumos. So my last kind of heavy movement of the day, so only like 3 heavy movements. Obviously leg press here, so I don't do a lot of leg pressing because the gym I normally train at doesn't have a leg press. But this one has this leg press, which is just feels awesome. Every time I train here, if I do legs, I always try to fit this in, whether it's like a 2-leg like this or a single leg. The rep range was high today, so 10 to 15. Actually ended up hitting 3 sets. This was I think 12 plates, so I think it was 540. I don't know what the sled weighs or whatever, so I just count. Like I said, guys, that was my first set there at 540. I hit 15. It was fairly light because I really don't know how to judge my strength on this because, like I said, I don't do it very often. But this was my final set after I hit 10 at 16 plates. So I went up 2 plates on each side. This was my final set, my really heavy stuff of the day. This was the same 16 plates, but I hit 12 here. So I was pretty wasted after this. But overall, with those 3 movements, you know, squats, you know, heavy squats with some volume, the RDLs hitting the hamstrings, and this is kind of hitting both of them. Really, really productive workout. Like I said, the Romaleos I'll have a full review on later, but for now, they're just as good as advertised, and I'm very, very happy I invested some squat shoes, and I really think they're going to be helpful for me in the long run. So check out part 2, guys, where I discuss my calf and ab training, and there should also be a 3rd part of this video series talking about my occlusion stuff, so stay tuned.